Hello everyone, happy Friday. It's a bit gloomy here, but that's okay. So today I want to talk about, and I want to cut straight to the chase, let's talk about the mind and the emotions. So I know that a lot of people, and you might think this about me, all I talk about is the diet, right? Well, that's just simply untrue. I've mentioned many times in my videos that health is so much more than what you eat, and today I want to talk about how important the mind is and the emotions in terms of your overall health. So I got notes here because I tend to do notes sometimes because I just don't want to forget anything, right? Sometimes I'll make a video and then I'll be editing it or something and then I'll be like, oh, I could have mentioned this, this, and this, but you can't ever go back to that moment, so I make notes. So the mind and emotions are subtle. Sometimes they're subtle, actually sometimes they're very, erupt. But typically the mind and emotion can be subtle and it can create dis-ease from under the surface, right? So, when you go to the doctor or whatever, typically people only think about focusing on the physical body. How can we fix the physical body? That's where detoxification and the raw fruit and vegetable diet comes into play. But sometimes, more often than not, people need to fix their emotional body first. Sometimes, sometimes you can fix the physical body and then the emotional body, or you can intertwine the two. Some people have had a harder time in this physical world than others. Some people have been abused. Some people really have some issues in their mind, anger, jealousy, lust, blah, 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 that they gotta kind of fix. Other people have had easier times in this life and they might not need as much emotional damage control, But if you don't fix the emotions, then you're never truly going to heal, Sometimes people might have a degenerative disease and they, detox and fix the emotional body, but they don't ever truly get 100% better because they never fixed the emotional body. I mean, it's very, very real. Emotions and your thoughts and your mind, it's all interconnected within the physical body, and it's very, very real. So the physical body is really just a shell that contains the mind, the emotions, and the soul. And so, yes, we got to fix this flesh puppet, but what really matters in your life is your soul. And, you got to really fix that and cleanse your soul, in my opinion, to get 100% health. The emotions can either work for us or against us. How can they work for you if you think positive, if you live in the moment, if you're full of gratitude? How can they work against you if you're full of anger, if you're someone that complains 24/7, if you can never find positivity in this beautiful life, then you are going to be really bogged down in this life. If you don't ever think positive and you're one of those people that just live in this negative vortex, I got news for you, dear one. You're going to have a hard time in this life because you can't live in negativity. You cannot be angry all the time. You can't fester hate in your heart. If you hate someone right now, I mean, I know that it's hard sometimes depending on the situation, but you have to let that go because the only thing that hate and anger hurts is yourself. It's like I always like to say it's like an internal poison, right? The thing that I want to talk about is that the mind works from images, right? So going back to health, why not imagine yourself as healthy? If you're 500 pounds right now and you're watching this, why not imagine yourself as whatever body type you want? Skinny, lean, healthy. If you have adrenal blowout right now, adrenal fatigue, like most of us do, imagine your adrenals as the most beautiful and healthy things ever. Imagine your kidneys as completely flushed, completely cleansed. Why not have these positive images in your mind so that you can get excited about your new life, your new health journey? I mean, it's really, really important. Also, surround yourself with positivity. Surround yourself with books on raw foods, flowers, nature. Have a bunch of produce sitting out on your kitchen counter. I mean, surround yourself with positivity so it can kind of, seep into your mind on the subconscious level, and then all of these things can really come true. And going back to anger and negative emotions, these emotions store in the physical body. So anger. a lot of people say that that stores in the liver. So if you see someone that's just constantly angry, incessantly angry, they probably need a liver flush. And I'm not saying that as a joke. I'm saying that in 100% seriousness. It's very real. Anger is stored in the liver. And I see a lot of anger just in the society in general. And people I know have backed up livers for sure. And for some people, negative emotions and a closed off heart is a very complex and deep-seated thing. Like I said, if you've had any type of abuse or anything like that, I mean, that's going to go to the core of you. And so many people just simply close off their heart to love. They close off their mind to spirituality because they are, you know, either living too much in intellectualism, or, you know, they're not letting themselves be vulnerable to spirituality or to living in a positive moment. So people get stuck in the habit of being angry and being disgruntled and being just negative, you know, not praying enough, not being spiritual enough. And then, you know, people get dis-ease. Like I always say, even if you eat the most perfect diet in the world, if you have this messed up emotional body and you're negative, you know, that can create dis-ease in the body too. It just can. The life in this physical realm is not only about the physical body, it's really about the soul and the health of the soul. And, you know, the mind is either a great servant or a very lousy and destructive master. And you have to pick which one, you know, you want. Do you want your emotions to work for you or against you? I myself want them to work for me every day of my life. That's why I always focus on positivity and, you know, trying to be the healthiest Victoria I can. And it's worked out for me so far in the last couple of years. You know, I've really reined in on being thankful, and it's amazing. So that's my video for today. Keep your emotional body in check if you want health in every sense of the word, right? An emotional healthy body is another spoke on the wheel of health, and we got to really focus on it and you know, put the intention out there that we want healthy emotions. So I create healthy emotions in my life by always being positive. So what do you guys do for your emotional body and for the health of your mind? Because the mind is a very, very powerful thing. Oh my gosh. So that's my video for today. Click like, comment, and subscribe for more videos from me. Check out my Etsy, and I'll see you guys later. Bye!